Well,
hopefully.
yeah, it's just
I listened
All
to
right, we are
what's his
live.
name? Oh,
Welcome everybody. Doing a little bit of D&D in Sven Zone. Gonna do a little bit of learning for people, showing them what's going on in Fantasy Grounds. We have a couple players who are running a little late. Did want to check something real quick. Let's see if what happens if I do this. Yep, it works. Okay, so
I mean, I am here. I'm just not on my computer.
well, you aren't the only one running late,
Okay.
but we will have
there
people
it
there, and
is.
we will be playing. Just
Yeah. Yep.
give it another 10 minutes or so.
All right, so those of you who haven't heard and are interested in the Fantasy Grounds community and what's going on in Fantasy Grounds, one of the big things that I have heard from people who have used the other ones is the fact that they have a tendency to be stagnant. The other virtual tabletops that have been around for a long time, whereas Fantasy Grounds continues to update and change and improve and work to make it worth the money. Fantasy Grounds is still one of the only ones where you can buy a lifetime code. You don't have to keep. There is a monthly subscription if you want to try it out for a little while and see if it's going to work for you and your players. But it's also one of the ones where only the game master has to have the full version. The players do not. The players can have the demo version. So, having said all that, while I'm waiting for my computer to catch up to me, there it goes. Alright, I'm back. They're coming out with some new stuff. Most of it's aesthetic, so just cool looking stuff. Let's go to the U's and the tubes. Had I planned on this, I would have queued it up, but I did not. So let's see if I can find. Where is my history? I watch a lot of YouTube videos, guys, so it'll take
Not
me
the only
just a
one.
moment to find it. Because that's my music. So if I'm listening to music, I'm listening to YouTube. Alright, and we also played Monday night game night, so there's 3 hours of music videos. So let's go do it this way. Fantasy. Boink. Alright, here we go. So here's the floating creatures and objects. 2 weeks ago. Yep, that's the one I'm looking for. It's 7 minutes, folks. I'm going to make it a little faster. I need to make sure that it can be heard.
You see I've got a
Here we go.
beholder zombie and a another beholder as well.
Here, I'm going to go ahead and bring it back
Fantasy
to the beginning.
Grounds test channel build video preview. Going to show off what it looks like with 3D view when you have
See if
flying
it can be
tokens.
heard.
So here you can see I've got a beholder zombie and a another beholder as well. So those come in. They're from the Monster Manual, Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition Monster Manual, and they will appear to float. And then the other thing you can do is that you can hold down Alt and then do a mouse wheel, and then you can change their height so that they're now floating in space here. So some different things you can do with that is that as they're farther away, if this person was to then control-click to target it, you can see that as I increase their space or whatever, they should retarget. Sorry. Control-click. Should recalculate the distance, which actually the distance is going to be the same right now. Let's see. There we go. So your Pythagorean theorem will kick in at a certain point, and you'll see that now the direct line is now going to change based off of how high the person is. So if they get really, really high, and depending on how far away she is, it'll adjust the height for the targeting range. And as the person drops down lower, again, I'm just using Alt and then mouse wheeling, it will tell me the new height. There you go. So some other things you can do, let's get rid of these guys, is you can change, let's see, let's bring in another, like, not normal flyer, but someone who definitely has capability of flying. So here I've got a big demon of rock. Then this one will just fly up here like that, but you'll see that it's going to draw the token the same. It'll just indicate the height. And then if I have someone that's more obviously a flying creature, then we will have set it up as a floating creature, so like a sprite. You can see it's floating a little bit off the ground here. Zoom in a little bit here. She's not directly on the ground, but now she can fly up higher. The other thing you can do is you can go into here, like the background is going to be black by default, but you can change the background color. We're going to look at doing other things such as skyboxes and stuff as well, but for now it will take whatever ambient light setting is. So here if I've got it set to moonlit and I turn it on, then you can have like a moonlit night. I can change it to be like dawn or sunlit or dusk or whatever, or I can just come through here and I can make it whatever color I want. Let's say you're kind of a dusky blue. You can do that, and that'll give you a little bit more distinction. Close that back down again. Let's see. Gives you a little bit more distinction from the ground layer and the sky. Turn off player vision preview. There you go. So those are a couple of new features that I hadn't really shown before. While I'm here, I'll show off a few other little tokens that I thought looked pretty good. So you've got an air elemental. This is in the SRD. Obviously, this character is a floating character, so you'll see them kind of float above the ground. You have a Irinis. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but there's another flying creature. You can do something such as a bulette, which I think I showed off in a previous video, but one of the things you can do here is you can reverse. You can make it basically be below ground. So now you can kind of keep track of it and say, oh, he's 15 feet below the ground, and then you can still kind of move him around here and then keep track of where he is below ground, which is kind of neat. So obviously he wouldn't be able to be targeted here. The system will still let you maintain a target to him. So for instance, if Jen was to target the bulette, she still knows he's 50 feet away, but obviously the GM would then roll, okay, well, unless you have some other means of targeting him below ground, he's going to be safe until he pops up again, essentially. Or if she has tremor sense or some other mechanism of tracking where he is exactly. You could also just make him invisible, which is another thing you could do. You just say, okay, well, he's below ground. But if you want the GM to like keep track of, okay, well, he still had to dig down so far and then move around, you can go that way. So some other things here is I switch back to 2D view. So this is something that works in both views, although obviously it renders it here. You'll see that there's that negative 15. So if I want to make him, he's flying in the air, he'll be plus 25 feet. So you're just going to mouse wheel and hold down Alt. And you can do that for the players too. If the players have mechanisms for flying, then they can do the same thing. So I could have everybody flying here, throw in free, make him fly, and then our old trusty beholder zombie again. There we go. So now switch back into camera view and you'll see that it's basically everything translates over. So now I've got a flying Bulette and a Freak and a player all flying around. And it will keep track now across those. So it'll do the math calculations for you automatically. So if this character rises here, it's going to say 25 feet is the distance between this person and the beholder. And then if this person goes down here, it'll adjust that. So, and then as you move around, it'll adjust the distances for you automatically. And you'll just want to move based off the base. So if I come here, select this character, and then, oops, sorry, I held down Alt, then it makes me do the forced movement, or the plane movement, which you can still do within here as well. So yeah, you can either move it around freely, or if you have tokens locked, you'll see something more like this.
So that's a little bit of preview, some of the stuff that's coming. I also wanted to point out, because he's talked about this in an earlier video, you can hardly see my cursor, but if you look here on the bottom right of this screen here, you'll notice there are arrows up, down, left, right, turn right, turn left, page up, page down. Those are now that will be the ASWD Q&E arrow buttons. So you can move this map using your ASWD once this drops. They're talking about mid-March. So in a few weeks, those are some of the things we have to look forward to. But we have our people back. So I could hear him. So let's make sure you can hear me. And everybody say hi.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi.
Cool. All right, so what we're really doing tonight is the Crystal Heart campaign, same thing we did last week, because there's 5 weeks in this leap year. And I will go ahead and hand it over to Nick, so take it away.
Yep. Last time, our unlikely heroes have found themselves deeper into Zarzi's lair. Specifically, they managed to make their way to where they were kind of pointed out where the stairs to the lower level should be, and ran into some resistance, some guards that they've managed to mostly deal with, but during the fight, someone cast a very loud spell. A couple people cast a few loud spells that have since echoed and alerted more people, drawing more people to the encounter. Some barred behind a door that Phoenix managed to, had the foresight to barricade with one of his extra spears. While you guys have dealt with the initial wave of people, including Clay and a troglodyte chief who, due to some shenanigans, passageway has been filled with fog, thanks to Barnacle, and separating Clay and everyone else, as you guys are currently dealing with the chief. Some spells have been fired off, there's some difficult terrain, some traps discovered, and, well, we might as well jump right back into the top of the fight. If...
Definitely wasn't either.
yeah.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I mean, hey, only witnesses were Merritt and Clay, so
Who
who knows after this fight is over who will live to tell the tale, so.
I mean, really, Clay doesn't know it was Merrick, because he was a troglodyte.
Yeah.
It's very obvious, though, but you know.
Well, Mantha, if you are just about ready, we'll hop to the fight, or we can delay for a couple more minutes while you get ready.
I mean, I'm not ready to be on the table doing stuff, but I'm still in the call, so there's that. So if you guys wanted to get started, I can listen.
Do you have a means
Okay.
of doing push to talk on whatever you're using?
No.
Okay.
I've been muting my mic and unmuting it and muting it and unmuting it.
Okay.
Well, in that case, we will get started. For this first round, I will control Phoenix as he's at the top of the round. And he's just going to maneuver through, past all his allies to get about here and stab at the Trog Chief. Spears are his thing. Can't someone else? I can't have anyone else steal the stick. Chick.
That's copyright infringement.
Well,
I've
Pretty
got
sure
it
thanks
if you
to
want me to
all
do
the.
it.
thing is a stick, but
Oh, sure. In that case, yeah, feel free to go ahead. I've already moved him, but
He's going to stab him with his spear. He is successful.
Yeah.
And then he's going
technically
to
had an
follow
additional
up.
+6 to that because of flanking. The special flanking rules we're using for our session due to having so many people on it. +6 to hit. If you want to roll damage
it's
first,
scary when you're the one being flanked. If you guys didn't see that last week, you should probably go check it out because it was scary.
And then he's using his... Not sure why he's doing it this way, but okay. Anyway, he's doing his polearm master with his swings, so he stabs it with a spear, and it slices into his arm, and he quickly throws the butt into his shin, slamming and doing a little bit of damage with the back of the spear. And then he's going to drop back into a defensive stance.
All right, that actually brings us to the chief, who let's see. We'll attack Phoenix. Stab him out with him with his bloodied spear for a critical.
Oof. Oof.
11 damage. His next attack with his spiked shield will be at Ina, which is a miss. And his final attack, which is a bite, is at Zolbit.
Rude.
And is also a miss. So he manages to, kind of trading blows with Phoenix, also stab him, getting a decent stab, but unfortunately him throwing so much of his weight that way and then trying to spread his attacks out causes him to be quite obvious with his follow-up attacks, which are blocked by your guys' shields. And that is his turn. He is not looking too well.
So I don't remember how the troglodyte stench works. If we save, are we immune to all troglodyte stenches or just that individual? Or is it never a save forever?
You remember
So
correctly,
you also get flowers.
had Zolbit make us little flower wreaths to help counteract the problem.
yeah, that's right.
So.
Yeah. So we don't have to worry
Somebody
about
really
it.
smart came up with that idea.
I wonder who it could have been.
But in case you were curious, it is you save and it's immune to all Trog stenches for 24 hours.
Okay, good.
or actually only a hour. But regardless, we don't have to worry about that because you guys got your little flower wreaths.
And we don't have to smell it because the
Yeah.
wreaths.
Yeah. Okay. Doo-doo. There is another bang at the door. Still holding, but it's definitely you've heard a few cracks happen at the door over the past couple rounds as people have been wailing on it. It's yeah. As you hear another loud crack, it's probably has one more good hit and it'll probably break open. But for now, it's holding, which does bring us to Merit. Um, you are currently standing right next to the.
Put my turn like lower in the order or something. If I'm not already at the bottom.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Can I like basically just hold my turn and like put myself like lower in the order if I'm not already at the bottom?
Yep, you can hold your turn, and we can also just come back to you when you are ready.
Okay, yeah, that's too bad. I swear I'm close. I'm just not quite there.
Okay.
Okay, mute so you guys don't hear the cats meowing.
All right, sounds good. We will return to Merits once they are ready. That brings us to Ina.
Oh boy, it's bong time, and I'm gonna add my +6 because I'm scared it's not gonna hit. But I should have had this ready, but it's fine. Oh boy, yeah, no, that +6 is probably necessary. um, yeah,
And that
and
finishes him off. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about what I was gonna do next. She is like glancing at the door. It's obviously making her kind of nervous. So she kind of almost like not really paying attention, hits this guy square on the head because of all of her friends that are surrounding it. She just manages to hit it, but she's really strong, so it doesn't really matter, and it looks like it wasn't very pleasant as his head finally buckles from all of the myriad of blows that he has been enduring and flops down dead. I don't
Yeah.
have so much movement as I wanted. It's fine.
There's a loud snap as his, neck snaps and he falls prone, his helmet kind of rolling off his head. Yeah. Are you having your wildfire spirit do anything besides move?
Um, I kind of want to tell it to hold its action, but I don't know if I can do that.
I believe you can. You use your bonus action to direct it. So you could have say, hey, uh, you know, hold your action to attack when X.
Mm.
Which I guess what is the trigger for your held action?
I'm just thinking, and I might not end up doing it. No, well, so when an enemy comes within 5 feet, we'll do the fiery teleport.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, yeah, that's my turn. Sorry.
All right, that brings us to Zolbit, who likewise is a bit worried and is 15, 20. He only really gets there, but is going to maneuver his way there, and
You know what would be a good idea? Spike growth.
he is also going to hold his action. You can see him kind of like preparing a spell and kind of seems to be directing it, aiming towards the door.
Alright, so I'm going to
That
move
brings us to
over
Barnacle.
15 feet. Actually, no, it's only 10. And say, hey, guys, do we want to put our hands on the wall and go through the fog and get away from the people in the door? Because if I drop the fog, we still have Clay to deal with. What do you want to do?
Specifically, he's whispering to Merritt and Phoenix. So I'm assuming you're trying to just more. Is this to everyone or just to Merritt and Phoenix? I guess.
I note that Clay is on the other side of that fog wall, readying spells to cast on the first thing he sees. Just a note.
Alright, so apparently they don't want to go through there, so I'll then move back.
Oh no, he's fine with going through there. He
10
just wants
feet
to warn you.
over here, and I'm going to cast everybody's wounded. Actually, I'll it says Merritt is wounded, but he's still showing green, so it can't be that wounded. I'll go ahead and touch Phoenix.
He is hurt 1 hit point.
And
Please do
then,
not focus.
move back the 10 feet. Let me click. Use up my spell slot. Alright, now I'll move back to 10 feet. Can you hear me, Nick?
Yes, I can. Sorry, I was looking at some side stuff. But yeah. Move back. Brings us to guys beyond the wall. You hear sounds of many voices kind of talking just beyond the door. Bringing us to Bushy Brow, who will I think he'll maneuver to just right next to Zolbit. Now it'll be his turn. Bringing us to Phoenix.
Alright, I'll just fixing Mantha's camera. There you go. So she's now as she should be. Alright, and let's see. Phoenix is over here. He's sort of looking back and forth, not sure which way people want him to go. So he's actually just going to move toward the middle here. He's also concerned that his spear is going to be destroyed. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know how his bonded weapon works. Is it bonded weapon type, or so both of his spears are bonded to him, or is it just one particular spear?
No, it's specifically it's specific weapons. So it's the spear he's wielding and one of his hand axes. The spear he put in there is not his bonded spear.
Right, it's an extra one. Okay,
yes.
So he's going to move that 10 feet, and just sort of he will ready in action to throw his hand axe if somebody comes within range of his hand axe. Bad guy.
Okay. Sounds good.
And he doesn't have ready to action, so just pretend.
You are dead. With one final crack, the spear holding the doors kind of close breaks, and as part of the door breaks and open, revealing a lot of people that are just standing in the doorway. Open that. Do.
5. I think that's just beyond. Let's see. Oh, I can go 60 feet. Somebody can a hand axe have 60 feet of range? It's crazy.
Get really good at throwing it. Yeah. As this serpent folk there is kind of breaks breaks the door open with his scimitar, kind of seeming to be a combination of him whacking out with a scimitar / kind of just moving his body weight into it. But that is this specific person's turn. Well, he still has movement. Give me a second.
Sorry. Do you want me to send this spell in the chat?
No, it's all right. I already know the answer.
Awesome.
Sorry, Scorching Ray hits specific people. Hits specifically up to three people.
Yeah, I was
Yeah. But it does. But as this guy steps forward, it does trigger your wildfire spirit, unless you want it to hold for more people.
And it also triggers Phoenix.
Oh yes.
Once the wildfire spirit goes.
Do want to trigger the wildfire spirit.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I said I would do. I was just thinking what else I could do, but I couldn't reach the door in time, so.
Understandable. As it's doing its fiery teleport, is it taking you with it, or is it just teleporting by itself?
It's taking me with it. I believe it would actually damage me if I didn't go with it. I think it's gonna go. Sorry.
Yes, it would. It would damage you. It doesn't take you with it.
I just don't want to be in the way. We're gonna go. Yeah, let's just go here. I don't know where the square is there. It's fine.
There's a square. You would end up right there. If you want to throw the save, the damage on the one serpent folk that's there.
Yes. Ooh.
Failure.
Wow.
Some damage.
Just like a little singe. Him.
Goes flying. His hand axe goes flying past him, clanging into the wall behind him, startling the lizard folk in the banana bandana.
Yeah. All right, that surprises the guy, and he's burnt a little bit, but I think he's going to pursue with the last little bit of more of his movement, and then that's the end of that guy's turn because he already attacked his turn. This guy, however,
Has not.
Has not. I
Ah.
pressed the right button. And you are the closest.
I know.
Well, actually, this guy is kind of smart.
Don't, no. Stay here, you little turd bucket. Don't go for Zoe.
Odds or evens, Ina?
Gosh dang it, don't make this on me.
Odds.
Okay, I'll go with no, I'm gonna go with evens. So,
Okay. The guy attacks you
heck yeah.
as he comes up with his scimitar and he does 2 slashes on you.
That's rude
That's a hit.
behavior. I don't appreciate this.
And that is also a hit.
Rude.
And that is the end of his turn as he as these 2 folk kind of come forward, pursuing you after you teleport. And that brings us to Merritt again. We did miss your turn last time.
Like I wrote that down last session.
Oh,
I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do, and now the door's open, so it's a little late.
I mean, there's still a lot of people that haven't come in.
Yeah, the door's open though.
Mhm.
I don't have any spell slots, guys. You think maybe we could like crawl into like one of those spike traps and like take like a short rest or something?
Uh,
So anyway,
so what's Merritt doing?
I'm looking at my cantrips, guys. It's fine. He's gonna go ahead and use mold earth to make the ground just inside the doorway difficult terrain, I guess.
Oh, that does remind me. Zolbit also had a held action, which should have triggered earlier, but I'm going to just trigger it now. um, Zolbit was going to cast Entangle on the doorway. Or past the doorway. We'll say he aimed it a little further back at all the guys beyond just to. Yeah. Give me a second as I do some stuff. A bunch of saves to see if these.
the dice scare me. Wow.
Don't worry, this is only the. These are all the bad guys rolling saves.
So
For
roll
Zolbit's Entangle. That means. Simply fleshy veiled. You'll Killer failed. Bandit Cape failed. And both Lizard Folk. Oh, and Boney. Boney. Both Lizard Folk. Right, as some people are restrained. Actually, all but two of the cultists are restrained in that.
Wow. Nice
Okay.
job, Zelbert.
Now, as I finish that up,
Okay.
sorry about that. Maris, you were casting Mold Earth, or do you want to do something else? Because
You've
of Zolban's
already,
thing.
yeah, Zolbit's already like gotten most of them. I'm just gonna do Firebolt. It's simple. It's damage.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. He did it way better than I was gonna do it. I was gonna make one square just difficult terrain, and he did way good.
You could still make that one square difficult terrain, though.
Yeah,
Would it help very much? Debatable.
probably not. I think this lizard, the serpent folk that's next to Ina is the one that he can see the best. So he's gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt on that one. Check the range real quick. No, we're good. It's 120 feet.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Ah! Pain. Y'all saw that. Anyway, it still hit. It just wasn't a
A
crit.
crit.
He's damaged. And then he... Man, I was gonna say he moves into this corner, but so far he's seen two corners of these square rooms that turned out to be traps. So, he's gonna move, like there, just to the right of that pillar.
Okay.
It's not gonna do much, but it makes him feel a little bit better. And that is his turn. I do not have the combat tracker up. I thought I had everything ready, and I do not.
Well, quick yes as you're pulling it up. I have to double check what the spell says. For entangle for breaking out. And use its actions to make a strength check against the spell save DC. Like success, frees itself. Cool. So, can he make a DC 14 strength check with an 11 strength? Plus 0. He rolled a 17.
Wow.
No.
So he managed to break free of his restraint. As his action, and then is going to spend most of his movement to get, or all his movement to get right there. Bringing us to Ina.
Oh
We're
boy.
being attacked by two serpent folk.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was just thinking about being a little cheeky, but maybe it's not for the best.
I will say, in reference to your earlier question, you asked me, plants burn.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, it's probably just best to probably start trying to smack these nerds on the head. So my action is going to be, wait, I don't remember which one has taken damage. It's fine.
The one to your left. Well, technically, they both took damage. The one above you took some damage due to your wildfire spirit, and the one to your left also took fire damage, but from merit.
Yes. Okay.
In this house, we love fire damage.
It's true. We really do. Uh, yeah, no, I'm just gonna smack this guy. Uh, I'm so used to having all of my rolls set up nice, and now that oh, that's rough, and I don't have inspiration because I was here late. Let me unclick that. It's fine. So I miss spectacularly because I'm too busy thinking of what I'm going to do next, and that thing I'm going to do next is direct my wildfire spirit
Mhm.
to teleport right here.
Okay.
I was
If
thinking
you want
about
to
having it
do
too,
the
but
save to the foolish frown serpent folk,
okay, let me just. This is the wrong character sheet. It should be easy to tell because
one
the
is,
wildfire spirit is so short. I don't think it does any damage if it missed.
I believe it is a
S-
on save no
Save or
damage,
suck.
but
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Zolbit, who is going to uh looking at
Guess I
scales.
could have also used my movement, but I forgot. It's fine.
He's going to use Chill Touch on, we'll say, plated trousers.
I love Chill Touch. It's such a good spell.
Yeah, that's a hit, and that's max damage,
Oh wow.
Woo!
and you can't gain hit points for a turn.
Oh, it's like I literally can only think of Duble's Ray of Hail, but it's not that one. It's the one that's
Ray of
not
Frost.
upgraded. Yes, specifically
Well,
for Karn.
Chill Touch does necrotic damage,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
Ray of Frost does cold.
it's the chill of death instead of a physical chill.
Chill's touch is not cold, nor
Chill
is
of
it touch.
Fire.
Yeah,
There's a hand that touches them.
yeah,
It is a ranged attack
that's
spell.
his move.
There is that.
This guy will end up dashing.
No.
We'll say, Ina, odds or evens?
Let's
I'm telling you
say
odds.
what? Okay, I'll do odds this time.
Okay. He dodges to there. Last
Stupid.
time of his turn.
Rude behavior.
This guy is stuck. Lizard folk are a bit more strong than the average cultist, but these guys are still very stuck. Or he's very stuck. The other one is also very stuck. They both got an 8.
Oh boy.
As they're basically struggling against these vines and roots that have come out of the walls and through the floor, just holding them in place. And that brings us to Barnacle.
Alright, so I'm going to move up. Next to my crossbow. And then
Oh, you drew a little crossbow to remember.
Draw a little stabby action. Yay, actually hit with my rapier.
Nice.
And I'm going to follow up offhand with my whip. Wow, it also hits.
Wow.
So it's like a little wet towel, a little snap action. Ooh, max damage on that
This cultist is
enormous
not looking
turquoise
too good.
nose.
He's between you stabbing him in the side and then doing a little whip that gives him a little neck laceration. He looks like he's about to bleed out, but he's not letting his wounds deter him. This guy's
Just a flesh
restrained. He is still restrained. Brings us to Bushy Brow, who has a prime target.
Wow. Is he gonna kill someone?
That he
Hits.
is.
Love that for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the minimum damage,
So
all he had to do was
proud
one.
of him. I'm so proud of him.
It takes out the cultist that Barnacle eased up for him, and kind of like jumps on the body, tackles it to the ground as he sucks the blood out of him.
Nice.
Man, D&D players will get so excited about the weirdest fucking things. I mean,
He's
I am
such a
also
good
excited about
boy.
this. I'm also calling myself out, but man,
Yeah.
out of context, somebody's gonna hear that and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?"
I knew how good of a boy.
This guy manages to get unrestrained, and then only gets to move to there. That's the end of his turn. This guy is not restrained, but there he will have to dash, and he'll get just here. That is his turn. Bringing us up to the top of the round for Phoenix of round 10 of combat. It's
Been a long comeback,
minute.
guys.
It's been a minute.
It's literally been a minute.
Literally,
Yeah, but that brings
in a
us
hot
to
minute, we've been using a lot of fire.
Alright,
Yeah.
double checking his speed. It is only 30, okay. He doesn't have any special zappy zaps. Booming Blade is a action that gets an attack with the action. Alright, so what he's going to do then is he's going to move up. He doesn't want the spear or bushy brow to get attacked, so he's going to move. Let me do the math here. 30 feet to here. And he's going to be holding, readying an action to cast Booming Blade, which includes an attack as part of the action to cast it to whoever steps up.
Alrighty. See coming around the corner, another serpent folk for you who can those who can see down the hallway. This one seems to be wearing some nicer kind of. They're not quite robes, but they're like a nicer cloth shirt, and seem to have some sort of emblem on his chest. But he does not appear to be carrying any weapons. But he is striding around the corner, kind of making his way through the difficult
Make my way.
terrain. But that is the end of his turn, bringing us to this serpent folk, who will move past his friend up towards Phoenix, triggering his action.
I don't see. It looks like he's using his spear two-handed. I don't see where he's using his shield. Let me roll the attack first and see if I even have to worry about it. I don't, so I'll take a look and see if his spear is equipped. Equipped. All right. Well, at least makes him pause for a second. Just jabbing his glowy spear in his face.
Yeah. Pauses for a second, has to dodge, and then he tries to swipe out with his scimitar. For
He's
a
using his spear as shield. Okay.
hit.
So he also has a spiked shield.
Yep. Is that coded in his attacks, the spiked shield?
He can attack with it. Yes.
Okay. I was just trying to remember if I had remembered to code that for him.
Yes.
Yeah. This guy manages to get one swipe out, but the second one is blocked by the shield. And that's the end of this guy's turn. The other guy's going to move up, and I will say, actually, I'm just going to make. That is an attack against the wildfire spirit.
Not gonna lie, it might be a good thing if the wildfire spirit goes down. He's
That's a
too
miss.
little, you can't hit him.
Second attack is also end up against him.
Wait, I thought you rolled it already.
And that's a nat 1.
You
Sorry,
can't hit him. He's too cute. Your conscience betrays you.
Sorry. That brings us to Merit. Turns out, fire is kind of hard to stab.
Yeah.
We cannot hear you.
I did not mean to close that door.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Guys, I'm suffering. You know what? I'm just gonna. Well, first off, I'm moving because actually standing here obstructs like a lot of my vision of the room. So he's moving 5 feet.
Realizing you are kind of in like a half square, so that
Oh,
should
feel free to
get
fix
you.
that.
Yep. I only just now realized it, so. Yep. So now it's fixed. If that is where you want to move to.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I'm sorry. I do not have very many good things because I'm out of spell slots. Okay, I'm casting Firebolt again. Same dude. I think. Well, I mean, yes. And that's my turn, I guess.
Oosh. All right, this guy. Oh, he's one of the freed ones. He'll just dash to the open spot he sees. Um,
Hmm.
Ina, odds or evens?
Oh goodness. I'll do odds again.
Okay. Ina is the one being attacked
Good behavior.
as he comes charging forward and slices down with his scimitar,
Dang it.
just hitting.
That's my AC.
I know you're kind of like focused on the two serpent folk and are caught just enough off guard by this charging cultist to get a little slash on you. As it now is your turn.
Got
All
caught
right. Well,
lacking.
I do like to return the favor, so I'm gonna try to bonk. Am I technically flanking him a little bit with my wildfire
Uh,
spirit?
Technically, no.
Okay,
You
that's
would have to
fair.
have
I
someone on
just
the opposite square for you for flanking to be online.
fair. I have no faith in my rolls tonight. Where is my character sheet?
Buried amongst all the little tabs.
No, it's literally just not here. Okay, it's fine. Dear Lord. Oh
As
goodness
a hit,
gracious me. I know, but like, dear Lord. To bonk? Heck yeah, that's what I wanted. Actually, I probably shouldn't go there.
I know. In retaliation, you just bring your magic infused club down and just end his life.
Yes. The wildfire spirit's gonna move up there and teleport. Yay! It's just a little
Okay.
teleporting gremlin. So much teleporting. I'm
As
gonna
you
teleport.
move out of the pleated trousers serpent folk's range, he gets a attack off on you.
Oh, true. That's probably why I was thinking of going there, but I don't wanna. Ooh,
That is a crit
rude behavior.
for nearly max.
Rude.
um, but he's still alive, so you can go there and teleport.
Okay, we're gonna teleport here.
I believe it's only 15.
Hmm?
I believe
Oh,
the teleport is only 15 feet. So,
you're probably right. I just assumed it was 30 because most of the teleports I know of are 30. But,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, teleport up to 15 feet. If you want to throw the saves
go.
on those two guys, it looks like the serpent folk just failed, but the cultists succeeded.
Min
Um,
damage is big sad. Hmm.
yeah.
Anyway. Hmm. Oh, I should have moved. I keep forgetting. Can I move still? No one else is gone yet.
Yes, you can move.
Gonna move here. I was thinking about going up there, but I am kind of damaged, so I'm just being a wait. No, I'm gonna go here. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Just trying not to be a coward.
Brings us to Zolbit. Who is going to cast. Let me read the spell real quick. Ten-foot radius sphere. Nice. It's going to cast Wither and Bloom
Nice.
and is going to deal damage to the enemies in there and then end up healing. Um, healing. Oh, actually, no. It's
Allows him to use his hit dice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it allows him to use his hit dice, yes. And regain that roll, and it'll be plus his Zolbit's spellcasting modifier of plus 4. So if Phoenix would like to, he can roll a hit die and heal that plus 4. As the rest of these guys need to make con saves.
Very nice. Now he's down only 1 wound.
Success. Unfortunately, they all succeeded, but they still take half damage. Nice. All right. Marking spell slots for this guy. But yeah, this area unfortunately doesn't have a whole lot, but you can watch as all the this kind of greenish energy seems to come off of all the 3 enemies there, and then shoots into Phoenix as he heals a bit.
Wow. So fancy.
Yeah. If there was any plant life in the area, it would have died as well. But all the plant life is further back.
Oh no, this guy's leg is broken. He can't move, right?
Well, he's also restrained, so... And he is still restrained.
It's real broken. Why is he here? Just to suffer.
As is the other guy, is still restrained. As both lizard folk are just stuck, like unable to move. Just another obstacle for people to get past. That brings us to Barnacle.
She's going to run around 20 feet.
All right.
And so he's flanking.
Yep, with Ina and Bushybrow there, that it is a plus 6. Right. 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
And he's stabbing with his rapier. Would help if I actually had him targeted.
What, you need to target things to hit them? Or is it?
Nice.
And then he's going to
we're
offhand
flanking.
a little whip action at the Foolish Frown. Wasn't expecting little piddly damage, but a little
Very
jars attention a little bit.
sassy little smash.
That's right.
Mostly he's just like, what the heck?
Maybe he's into it. Who knows?
Oh no.
This cult
Only
is still
one way to find
restrained.
out.
That bringing us to Bushybrow, who will also make an attack against the Serpent Folk with that plus 6 bonus.
Go.
Get him!
Nope, that's a hit.
26. It's not a crit. Wow.
Well, the flanking.
Well, it's
He gave a plus 6, so it was a dirty 20 with the plus 6.
yeah. He rolled high, just not, it would have been a dirty, yeah, as I said. But no, he manages to deal a little bit of damage, not quite enough to finish off the guy, but he's looking rough, still trying to hold his ground, but looking a little worried. This cultist is still restrained. This guy is not restrained, but needs to make his way. That will get him there. He will dash, and he's going to dash towards, surprisingly, the wildfire spirit.
I was about to recommend against that, but you can do whatever you want.
No one ever claimed these guys were smart. This guy, however, is going to Sven. Odds or evens?
Even.
This guy's going to come straight towards Barnacle and try and slash at him.
I was kind of hoping it would go for the wildfire spirit, but here we are.
Okay, when he hits me, I have a reaction.
Alrighty.
Oh boy. I'm just now remembering that fog and how nice it is to have that there, because Clay's just sitting. Just a sitting little duck, white and
Actually, he has
good.
to make a dex
Very
saving
nice.
throw. As he slams it to me, this little backlash of lightning zaps into him.
And a 3 is very much a failure.
And is
Oh goodness! Oh goodness gracious me!
No, as his sword tip of his sword connects with you, you just unleash the lightning, channel the lightning, unleash just along his blade, up his arm as he just gets fully electrocuted and falls over dead.
Darn.
Bringing us back to the top of the round with Phoenix again.
Yeah, it is after the attack. I want to just make sure. All right. So Phoenix. She's not going to be moving around very much. Booming Blade doesn't do a whole lot. So just out of curiosity, say somebody, it says Booming Blade, which I shared earlier, they're wrapped around, they're wrapped with this glowing thing. And it says if they voluntarily move. If they are involuntarily moved, does the spell travel with them? So then if they then step back forward again, it triggers the spell?
That is a good
Yes.
question.
The spell would stay with them. And so if you say shove them back, it wouldn't trigger, but then if they were to then step forward, it would trigger. So it doesn't leave them if they were involuntarily moved. It's
all right, so
stuck on
Phoenix and Ina need to start working together, and so he can do that type of thing. Any hoozle, he's gonna black blast into this pleated trousers, finish him off. Changing the modifier.
I will say it for how I've been ruling it. If you make a booming blade attack, it does still count to as a making attack with your pole arm to then use the bonus action bash.
Makes sense.
Just yeah.
All right, that is a hit. One-handed spear. Here we go. Excellent. So that hits him. He then follows up with his butt of his spear on his friend. Stab, smack, and he misses. Bangs against the shield. He's then going to move 20 feet. Actually, he'll go ahead and move 25. That way he'll can still be flanking both. He would be smart enough to do that.
Yep.
Changes position.
Oh, you know what I just realized? Nick, when was the wildfire spirit summoned?
At the start of this fight, I believe. Or no, actually at the start of the prior fight, which actually was not too long. You don't have to worry about the time frame.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, because you had the prior fight, which you summoned it during, and then you moved here shortly after, so you're still plenty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, no. This serpent folk kind of just pushes past the guys that are still restrained. Still have to use his action to dash to get there, but he's now standing there, judging all of you,
Hmm.
assessing the situation and whatnot. This guy, while he's seems to be put off by the fact that his friend just died, but seeing his this other serpent folk enter the room, he's like, never mind, and I'm gonna keep attacking.
He also got flicked in the face with a whip.
That is true.
But this whole room is difficult terrain because the mound of bodies that are there.
Yep, it started
And
just
the
being
ground
just.
in the middle of the room, and
But he is going to turn around and attack on Phoenix. Wrong. First attack is a miss as he follows it up with his second attack. Things get a little crazy when you alert the whole compound.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Second attack managing to get past his defenses for a little slash. That's his turn, bringing us back to Merritt.
Okay, well, my attack spells are not going so well. So I'm gonna try some good old, I don't know, theater, trickery, whatever you want to call it. And the fog is still to the south. So Merritt is going to move south a little bit. And
Okay.
then he's going to like I guess kind of like mime like throwing something. And then I want to cast minor illusion inside the fog to have like Clay's voice like screaming. Maybe not screaming, but like kind of yelling like, "What are you doing? Come help me!" And something like that. At the very least, it'll be distressed. And
Okay.
minor illusion does specify that it can be your voice, someone else's voice, da da da. So you can't just do it with somebody else's voice. So I would very much like to do that.
I believe that's roughly the size of it. But okay, yeah, you definitely can do that. I'll say for planting it, and making it come from the right angle. Give me an Arcana check with your spellcasting modifier. I mean, regardless, you still do it. This is more of a how well is it planting?
What the
More to
enchantment
give you a
power?
roll in chat, we'll say.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty convincing.
I'm very good at the trickery. So, basically, as far as the people that are in combat know, they thought they saw me throw something, and then Clay was screaming from the fog. So, not screaming, yelling.
Okay. Well, that brings us to
Clay yells
Ina.
back, "That's not me."
Oh boy. We're just considering. Thinking.
Ashley, go ahead and click the
Probably.
+2 in your modifier because you got a little help from chat.
Oh boy.
That's a boosted feeling.
Oh, so you called it a little bit of help. She needs a bit of help, which is
She does.
another thing that we're called that
No,
trigger.
it is called a
But
little
this
help.
is boost of healing. So, yes, you get a boost of
I
healing. Never mind.
said
I
a
was
bit
wrong.
of help, and the redemption is a little help. Okay.
Okay.
You get
Also,
healed.
Sorry,
she's
I was just.
heavily
Should
wounded.
I throw that on
unclick
myself?
Unclick the
Yes.
+2. Yes. Nice.
Hooray. I feel a lot better.
But if you are attacking the Serpent Folk Foolish Frown, you do have a +2 to hit because
Yeah.
you're flanking with Phoenix.
Yes, that's why I moved there, even though it's kind of a weird spot. um, yay, my +2. I need this +2. Um, yeah, no, okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Bonkadoodle. Smack. Maybe you shouldn't have been more confident, sir, because it looks like you're not doing so hot. Yeah, let's just not make this. Oh, maybe I should make this complicated. I can't decide for the life.
Flip a coin. Roll a die. Evens or
Uh,
odds.
okay, Nick. Oh, I haven't decided which is which. Choose odds or evens. You keep
We'll
doing
go
it
with
to me, so I
evens.
have to do it to you.
We'll go with evens.
Oh, I missed the chat box. I rolled the same thing. We're gonna make it complicated, y'all. And throw me that attack of opportunity, Nick. Let's see what happens. I'm
Okay. This
sorry, I
cultist.
don't know why it was so hard to move right there.
That's all right. I'm just going to roll the attack first before I accept that, just in case. And it's a miss, so
Well,
you're good.
that's fine. It's fine. I might kill this guy instead. Let's just teleport. Oh, am I on the wrong person? Can I not
Yeah.
target the captain?
Um,
Okay, I'm just struggling.
you have him targeted. Yes,
Yes.
it doesn't seem to be obvious on the thing, but you do have him targeted.
Let's teleport here just so we don't get little bushy brown nervous.
Okay. You want to drop that save on those two? They
Holy
both fail.
Woo!
Nice.
I love my little nuisance. It's literally just a nuisance. No damage dealt. Just annoying. But I love him for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this still took a little bit of damage. Foolish Frown is looking real bad, but he's still on his 2 feet, kind of dipping a little bit from as he's bleeding from several wounds, is concussed and now slightly burnt. See, coming around the corner, another lizard folk fella. This guy is holding a
Foam finger, because he's a fanatic. We're number one.
yeah. I know this guy is has a staff that seems to have a snake-headed staff. He's going to come around the corner. He'll move. Let's see this. Actually, he can see just fine from there because he doesn't want to dash to go further. But he will. Actually, no. This spell is a bonus action, so he will dash and get right on the other side of this guy.
No.
But as he kind of comes forward, he kind of those of you who understand Draconic says, "Let Zazi's will be done." As a
I do understand Draconic. I don't remember.
I think actually like half the party understands Draconic.
Yeah, I don't remember what my reasoning for them knowing Draconic was, but apparently I chose Draconic. It's fine.
Well, I probably suggested it as a good language to know.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense because I'm literally sitting over here. I'm like, why in the heck did I? Sorry.
I want to see if I have a good token for this. As he casts spiritual weapon.
That's not good. That's actually no good. Not that good.
Yeah, it's not great.
Counterspell.
Uh, hmm. Sorry, as I just try and find a proper token for this.
Does suck though. I mean, it's amazing when you're the one using it, but spiritual weapon is not concentration. So like, you can't even like.
We'll use this $S, and you'll cast it right there.
Nice.
Is it like expensive looking?
Uh, no, I just wanted to distinguish it between the S that's in the other room. But you watch as this huge this scythe appears, and Ina, choose a number between 1 and 5.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Well, let's choose. Whoa, what? It's always me. Let's choose 4.
The scythe attacks Ina.
Okay. Hmm.
And hits.
Rude behavior. Rude behavior.
That brings us to Zolbit.
I really wanted it to attack the wildfire spirit. Wow.
You could
Zolbit's going
always like
to
take your action to like put
step
like a take me something.
forward.
Hmm?
He's going to cast. He does have this spell. It's going to cast Thunderwave right there.
Nice.
Remove this square and he's casting it at 2nd level because he needs to. The regular Serpent Folk succeeds, but the captain fails. And thus is going to be thrown back 10 feet.
Bump into his friends.
And it's going to be 3d8.
Nice.
I'll say the regular Serpent Folk, since he dies, his body is also flung into the wall up here with a crunch as he dies on impact. This other Serpent Folk is sent flying back into the hallway into the difficult terrain area, but there is a person there, so we'll say
Causes a domino effect and they all go back 10 feet.
gonna roll a quick check here.
Everybody goes burning.
Yeah. I'm gonna say due to the roll I made, he was unable to kind of as he like hits the lizard folk, he kind of like bounces off him beyond and ends up here, even further back than he was supposed to. But he is knocked even further back and prone from
That's
the.
embarrassing. Anyway. Dang, I wish it was my turn. It's fine. We'll just be
But that is Zolbit. That brings us to this guy who got hit by his superior briefly.
Will he escape?
Mutiny!
Oh.
But he's still restrained. I'm going to say he's due to the fact that he just had a body hit him, he has this advantage on his current check. But he still manages to succeed, finally.
Crazy!
Look, man, nothing like a body to try to motivate you.
Yeah. and he's going to run forward. That's the end of his turn.
Rude behavior.
Will this guy be able to follow suit? No.
Hmm.
Bringing us to Barnacle.
So when they broke open the door, was it just the spear that snapped, or you said he was hacking the door with his scimitar? Is the door
So the
broken?
spear is snapped, and the door is also kind of like broken as well.
Okay.
You could still, in theory, like close it, but it won't really hold or stick back or close properly at this point. Like the doors are kind of like half broken, half kind of off their hinges. Very much like cracked and partially falling apart. Yeah. There you do have a +4 to attack the lizard folk there.
I'm just gonna move up, and as I'm moving, stab with my rapier.
Ready?
And I'm going to lash out with my whip. And miss. I'm going to move another 10 feet.
Alrighty. By the way, we'll get to the end of this round and then we'll take our break. We're very close to it. Is that end of your turn moving there?
Oh, sorry. There you
Yep. This cultist manages to finally break free. With all of his movement, he would manage to get just here, and that's his turn. He goes to Bushy Brow, who's going to hop on the other side of Zolbit and attack this lizard folk. Oop. For a crit.
go. Nice.
6 damage. Bushy Brow doing work. This guy is going to also attempt to break free. And he does actually finally manage to break free. He will also spend all of his movements to end up there. So that's his turn. This cultist will slash at Phoenix. And miss. That's his turn. Bringing us to the top of the round. We will take our quick break here and we'll come back with Phoenix.
All right, I will be back.
Thank you guys for bearing with me here as this combat starts to drag on. But I think you guys are doing really well with the hordes of people coming at you.
Alrighty, folks. See you in 10. Right, we are back after our short rest in Starfinder, and back in the action with these cultists. We got a new cult fanatic coming into the mix. So go ahead and take it away, Nick.
Yes, as we come to the top of the round, more and more people seemingly joining, but you're uh, holding out and slowly but surely littering the room with more and more bodies. We come back to the top of the 12th round of combat with Phoenix.
Alright, so he's going to try another. This time he is doing Booming Blade. And with his spear. Make sure I am. Yeah, okay. Against the bony cultists. Oh, good, it did hit. Alright, so. He is then going. I'm going to apply it. Oof, he's then going to move back. So he does get an op attack.
This guy actually has already used his opportunity. Well, no, he has not. No, yes, he has. He used his opportunity attack on the wildfire spirits this round, so he's does not attack an attack of opportunity.
Nice. And he checks. Yeah, so he'll stay there. Sort of shifting his attention back and forth between the guys in the door coming up and the broken leg.
All right, this guy is gonna pick himself up off the ground.
If it counts for anything,
And-
he hears Clay yelling.
That they do, but no one has had an opportunity to go get that far. I haven't forgotten. It's just they haven't had a chance to do that.
I'm just joking. Like we can't go square away, and it's like, hey, do we level up? Like that kind of, yeah.
So he stands up, and he's gonna have to end up dashing.
I don't know. He's a captain. Half his people are dead. He got blasted back out of the room into these bushes again.
Kind of
Actually, what's
embarrassing.
A little bush ate his friend.
He didn't see that though.
What's the distance on this? Actually, let me double check something.
Those a bomb.
30 feet. Okay. Well, he does have enough movement to, after standing up, to move there. And that's 25 feet. He points at Zolbit. And
It's rude behavior.
he points at Zolbit and almost in a hypnotizing voice says, go to the corner. And he kind of points to what would be his left, but all of your guys' right.
Okay.
You gotta see if Zolbit will save. Zolbit is a wise fella, so he probably will. And he definitely does. And so Zolbit's just like, no. He takes his time saying and draws it out. But that brings us
Head
to
up.
Merit.
Oh gosh. Yeah. There's yelling coming from Fog, and I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, and then after doing that, I'm just gonna start doing firebolt again, I guess. I don't know, guys. I don't have any spell slots, so cantrips, cantrips abound. Uh, oh, it hit.
He
I did
has
not think.
he had booming blade around him. Boo.
You do see, like, around that particular guy, he has, like, this kind of thunderous energy that you recognize around him.
Does my thing fuck with booming blade? I thought it just.
It's gonna
stayed
kill
on-
him. You're gonna kill him.
Oh,
That's alright.
I'm
We'll just
sorry.
get overrun by all the people at the door.
I didn't
Will
realize
we?
that dude had a thing. I'm sorry.
If you would like to change charge, it's simply if you just didn't realize he had the thing on him, you can.
Yeah, I'll do the angular, the one that's just inside the door.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
my defense, it is very visible. It's a visible glowing thing.
Oh
So
no,
it's not
I
like
just didn't
command spell or something that
notice
is
that was
not
a
noticeable.
mindset issue. Okay, and a 12 also hit the other dude.
And
I
Ina might
did
not
not
know what it
get
is, but
12
Merritt
to hit.
definitely knows what it is.
Yeah, Merritt
Merritt
has
has the
booming
spell.
blade.
So, yeah, we
Mhm.
would know.
He would absolutely know. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice. Just
Like every other time I've gotten like a 1 and a 3. Yeah, so Merritt was gonna like he
Nice.
he points at the bony cultist and he's about to like shoot and then he like sees like the familiar like red of energy and just like last second like pulls the spell over to go like right past him to the angular cultist and I think like his like little bout of like oh shit like the like a little bit of panic like he put like a little bit of extra oomph in that spell and my dude
you just light his
does not
entire
feel
head on
good
fire.
anymore.
Singes top of Barnacle's hair.
This cultist is on fire. Nope, that too many
Oh
syllables.
boy, it's my
It
turn.
brings us to Ina and the wildfire
It's time
spirit.
to teleport. Wee.
All right. No one takes damage
That's
due to where he
fine.
was, but you are now in a different position.
I am upcasting Burning Hands to second level. I don't know how to upcast. Maybe I shouldn't
nice.
upcast.
Oh, it's very easy. Go for it.
How do I upcast it? Please enlighten me.
So when you grab the damage, like hold on to it, don't just click it. Drag it so you can kind of see the dice, and then while holding on to it, right click, and it should add a
Okay.
die.
Okay. And I can hit all 4 of these guys, right?
I believe it is a 15-foot cone, so
Yep.
yes.
Wow.
Make sure to target all of them and roll the saves on them,
Uh-huh.
and then do what I told you with the damage.
Ooh, that's a lot of successes. Well, 2 successes, but it's
Actually, I'm going to say because the plaid bandana and the captain are in, in kind of flammable plant growth, that they would have disadvantage. So I'm going to re-roll their checks real quick.
thanks.
That is a 12 for the lizard folk fanatic, which would be a failure,
Wow.
and that would still be a 16 for the serpent folk captain.
Which is a success.
Yes.
I don't
so
know how to change the save to a failure.
I'll just adjust the damage for that one guy.
It's a pretty okay damage.
Yeah.
Bam.
15, baby.
Whoosh.
Bam.
Fire.
He takes another 8. Well, actually, just 1 to 15 damage. Yeah. There we go. Damage
Nice.
applied to the fanatic. Yeah, you
Wasn't
managed
as cool as I
to.
hoped it would be, but it's fine.
Well, you set the remaining cultists there, or well, there's one more, but the remaining the cultists there in the hallway on fire. So
Mhm.
and he dies,
Yeah, and I'm just gonna move back here, and that'll be my turn.
burning to death,
Rest in peace. May you
like the
become
third worst way to
fertilizer.
die.
Maybe become fertilizer for trees or
Yeah.
plants. That's what
Well,
Ina's all about.
it's
And
also
that's my
pretty
turn.
nourishing
Yeah.
for the little bush blight we got too.
Hmm.
He's got blood.
Not much. It's boiling away because of a fire. Yeah, we
No,
all
that's
use
sure it's
fire
piping hot.
from Phoenix, who's named after being a fire, to
Yeah.
Ina and her spirit fire. Merritt uses fire bolts every 5 seconds.
Hmm.
And then you have the fire extinguisher barnacle, who's there to help put out the fires when needed.
He's the opposite of a hothead.
This guy, he's going to direct his spiritual weapon to go up to Ina and whack her.
Fair, fair.
That is a hit. Yeah, for minimum damage. And is then going to attempt to cast Hold Person on.
I don't mind if you target me down.
See, Serpent Folk Captain.
No, yes, betrayal.
Look, man, he hit him with his body, okay?
That
I
was
mean,
the other
that was.
guy.
What was the
Sven,
captain that hit?
choose a number between 1 and 6.
4.
I'll be right back.
All right. Surprisingly, he's going to choose Barnacle. I need you to give me a Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
which I will push to you here.
I'll use my
Should have been me.
inspiration.
SMH.
All right. If you would like to click your thing, as I send you, it's a DC 12.
Ooh, it's hidden.
Oh, oops! I meant to not have that hidden, but that's my fault. You got, with your advantage, thanks to your inspiration, a 21,
Yay.
dropping an 8. So it definitely helped.
Woo!
Yeah. So you are not held, and you waste spell slot.
So Barnacle's gonna be praying for forgiveness because I saw the decanter of endless water at the beginning of the fight, and I was like, "This is a perfect time to blast them all." I'm like, "Oh no, the endless water doesn't do that." And I was gonna do gust of wind, but I didn't want to drop the fog. And now I just realized my decanter of endless water does do a geyser. It was a perfect time,
Oh no!
and it's been blessed by my god and everything.
Yeah, it does a little bit of extra lightning damage.
No.
Barnacle's sad.
I love that flavor taste, though. Praying for forgiveness.
I think Zolbit here is going to just try and shield touch this guy that's right next to him. He has this advantage to attack, but he doesn't really have any melee stuff, so he's just gonna try and do his thing. And unfortunately, it's a miss as he sending this right in front of this guy. He's very aware of it, so he just kind of manages to duck out of the way. But that is his turn, bringing us to said lizard folk. Sven, choose another number between 1 and 6.
2.
Okay, he's attacking Phoenix. Once with his bone javelin, which is a miss, and again with his spiked shield, which is a miss.
Hooray.
No. Phoenix is just able to, parry and block with his own spear and spiked shield. The arguably better version. I'm realizing this other lizard folk, whose turn it is now, is still restrained.
I figured it was worth the damage, even if
I am going to say that I'm giving him advantage on this check because he did have some fire kind of onto his plants that he was, being restrained by. So, and with that, he has finally managed to free himself. That is his action.
Oh boy.
And he will
Do you want to
step forward.
No.
We'll say he's going to step to, no, he'll step to here.
Really?
I did not mean to close that.
Okay.
And he shuts the door.
And he shuts the door behind him. All right, guys, we
I
have
never
2
want to
seconds.
see those plants again.
This fucking plants.
That brings us to Barnacle.
All right, so as Cultist Boney is trying to be all aggressive, and we're just ignoring him, and I'm stepping up here. So Broken Leg can try to use his attack if he wants.
Yep, he will take the attack of opportunity as you move away. He does manage to hit for a little bit of damage.
As I will have to drop my rapier.
Dropping in all the weapons.
As I finally blast. What do I have? 3?
Oh, you had
Lizard
Broken Leg
folk.
targeted.
Lizard folk, Broken Leg. I should. That's weird because it should have. Oh, the captain is there. Okay. Oh, he succeeded. That's why I dropped it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I'll get rid of him. Is it not half? Let me see. Hold on a second.
Is it? I might have just not coded it properly. Yep, here it is.
Nope, it's
Smaller.
save or suck. Okay. Here it is if anybody cares. Cool. Anyway, close. Damage. And prone. Sadly, his spiritual weapon is not. Concentration.
Yeah.
Yep. And it'll be a Serpent Folk captain. He just kind of like sidesteps the geyser as it goes blasting straight into the fanatic right behind him, knocking him prone. Bushy Brow will take Broken Leg with a +6.
Oh, I misread that. It's only one person. So
Oh, is it?
it says you can target a creature. So I only hit one anyway.
Oh.
So
Well, yeah, it all worked out. I actually totally thought it was
a line.
a line. Yeah. Bushy Brow unfortunately misses. The cultist, it's finally the last cultist's turn. He is going to attempt to move if you want to drop that thunder damage on him.
Yay!
He takes a step forward.
Drum roll, please.
And and dies.
Nice.
I feel like he takes a step forward. There's a burst of thunder damage as he just goes. He let's just say the area is now decorated with another splatter.
No.
Nice.
I got you with the soundboard. You're.
There you go.
Somebody asked
That
for a
brings
drum
us
roll, and that's what I've got.
to the top of round 13 with Phoenix.
All right, so he's very happy that his Thunderbolt finally worked. Booming Blade finally worked.
Yep.
He's not really built for Booming Blade. It doesn't really come into play very often.
Yeah. Interesting concept of a spell, not necessarily the best executed.
Well, for him, it's built for other. There are certain builds absolutely that work real well.
That's true. Yeah.
Ina's in particular.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, so he attacks. He'll just let's see. He's first, Merritt's next. Okay, so we'll go with this broken leg. May as well. Start with his spear.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I forgot to do all the bonuses, but it still hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to follow up with the at least a 6 with his butt of the spear. Schmack. Yes. So he stabs into his stomach and then brings it up over his head, slams with the back into his neck.
I appreciate
Collapses.
you for helping me do the thing I wanted to do.
Brings us to the captain, who is going to step forward and finally actually start attacking.
Wow. No problem with you.
As he is going to release a flurry of blows onto Barnacle, slashing at him with his
Excellent.
claws.
So as he hits,
yep,
a blast of lightning
Yay.
comes out. It's the last time I can do this, but make sure I have him targeted. Nope. The heck over. Try it again. Control. There it is. Alright. Bam. And
he
still
just
takes half.
succeeds.
Takes 3.
As he kind of claws into his zapped a little bit, follows up with a second slash of his claws, which is a miss, as he then tries to kind of go in for a bite. Kind of open up his mouth to reveal his kind of poisonous fangs biting down into your neck.
I'm a halfling, so I'm immune to crits.
I don't think that's how that works. It's you're practically immune to the ones, not critical fails, not critical success.
Oh
Oof.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That wasn't me. Oh, it just was me. So why is my... Oh, I'm looking... Never mind. Never mind.
And with that, he kind of bites into your neck, a pulse of poison going through your system, causing you to kind of lock up and black out as you fall prone, unconscious.
Good thing he's a snake, because he has to bend down really far to bite me.
Yep. You can definitely see the natural flexibility of this
Right.
creature with that. With that, though, the fog cloud does dissipate.
Yes,
No.
I'll get rid of that. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I got it.
Don't walk in front of
But
the
I'll
hallway.
get to that in just a second.
Bad news for us. Clay's
What do you
just
mean us?
standing there
Merritt's the
staring
only
at
one in
me.
front of the
Sorry.
wall.
That's true.
Yeah, but that means Clay might come up and
Yeah, but Merritt's the only one standing there.
Yeah, to be fair, I am standing here and I have been taunting him.
yeah.
Okay, well, the copying his voice wasn't really to taunt him, it was to distract other people. But
Yeah, just gonna do that, and we'll get back to that in a minute. The serpent folk is going to step forward over the barnacle's unconscious body over to here. The wildfire spirit will get an attack of opportunity on him as he casts a step into barnacle's space and then over.
Oh, okay. I'm like, will he? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a ranged attack. Do I have disadvantage for it?
Yes, you would have disadvantage if that is the only thing you have
I
available to you.
have the dagger, but I don't know when we got the dagger or if Ina had given the wildfire spirit the dagger. So
Well,
That was a long time ago before you even entered the cave.
yeah.
So you've had the dagger for a while. It is one of those things that each time you summon it, you do have to give it to them.
And I don't do that.
I don't know if you ever said, but the wildfire spirit has been around long enough that where if you had wanted to, you could have. So, you know what? I will say the wildfire spirit has the dagger because it was around before this fight happened, and you did have like a time where it was just standing there, so you could have just handed it to it then.
Cute.
So yeah, it has it.
So I'm not very good at it, but oh.
Miss. It does extra damage on a crit.
Yeah. See this tiny little boy go, me? Too short.
Yeah, no, unfortunate.
Thank
But it
you,
wasn't disadvantage.
Okay.
And what? He'll end his movement there. That brings us to Merit.
I can't see Clay, so I don't think he can see me.
There is a pillar kind of blocking a lot of your
There's
view
a
down that way.
pillar. I'm trying to like keep the pillar so that he can't see where I am, maybe, so that I can cast disguise self and then maybe not have him immediately target me. You know what? Nah, he can't see me right now. I'm just gonna cast disguise self and become I think I was practicing serpent folk before.
I believe it was lizard folk or troglodyte actually, but if you wanted to be serpent folk, you could be.
It was lizard folk that I was practicing and holding the scimitar and stuff. Yeah, so I guess I'm a lizard folk, actually. So he turns into a lizard folk and, he's gonna start, like, running across the room. Like, holding, the bone scimitar that he picked up from one of the lizard folks, very threateningly.
Alright.
Right
Sounds
there.
good.
I'm gonna be honest, he does not really care. Like, the other enemies are in the heat of battle, so maybe they don't notice. But he doesn't really care whether or not they do. He just cares that Clay doesn't know that this serpent folk is him, or
Mhm.
lizard folk is him.
Yeah, of the three people that are right there, like the captain and the lizard folk there did notice you turn into a lizard folk. But
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, we'll see if they are able to call it out.
By the way, minor illusion lasts for a minute, so I think Clay's still young.
Yeah, you just hear the disembodied voice of Clay yelling as Clay walks forward, just not saying, like, his belt is not moving, he's not saying anything. It's very clear that he's not the one originating of the voice as he kind of walks to generally where you were casting it or having it originate from. But he gets there. And that's his turn. That's all he can really do. Bringing us to Ina and the wildfire spirit.
Is his hand gone?
He's cute.
Uh, not yet. It actually lasts for a couple more turns.
So he might
So,
have that up with him. I don't know if you forgot
that's
it
true.
or have other plans for it, but
Uh,
a lot's gone on.
it is an action to move it.
Uh,
Or move to an within range, but as an action to do so. So instead, he uses action to dash. So
Oh, you know what? I forgot to mark off my second level spell slot. It's fine. I'm gonna use my other one.
Too late now.
It's too late now. Oh no, I can't mark it off. Oh no.
Just don't do it again.
No, Katie. The mic is not for you. I love you. That's the wrong person. Wildfire spirit has killing intent. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. How good is my line of sight? I feel like Barnacle's down, and Ina's tall as frick. So yeah, I'm gonna cast it. But I have to roll for each to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just go. Oh,
Which one is Ray?
why is there two?
you have disadvantage for some reason. Why? Oh, because he's prone.
Is he prone?
Yeah, he got knocked down.
I should have thought of that, but it's kind of late, and I hit him anyway. So
Yep. What about the other two rays? Are they all going towards him, or are you
that was
splitting up the rays?
originally the plan, but since I now see that he's prone, I'm gonna go for this guy.
Okay. You send one off towards the prone guy, managing to land a hit and kind of burn him a little bit while he's on the ground. And you're
Yeah, it
sending.
wasn't very good, but here we are. Oh,
Are you sending the remaining two at this guy, or are you going to send the last one at someone else?
I think I'm gonna send both at this guy.
Okay.
Ugh, it's bad damage.
Well, you managed to hit all 3 times.
I mean,
and it's like increased with damage.
slowly but surely ramping up as the fire in her hands heats up. Like this, the ball of fire just condenses in her hands and it shoots off from one person to another, and it gets hotter and hotter as it goes. A little bit hasty, but
Nice.
Wildfire spirit.
You could stab the lizard
Yeah, I could stab the lizard folk. That's what I was just thinking, honestly. I love him. Okay, wait. There we go. He's got a dagger. Look out! He's got a dagger. Not a
Nice.
crit,
So
but
close.
he hit. Go forward. Go.
What's
Stab.
that you're holding? A knife? No.
A knife.
Oh.
Crap!
Yeah.
Knife!
Who gave the spirit a knife?
Uh,
Yeah.
That's so great. I love that for him.
It's funny because I already had the YouTube video up ready to post in the Discord. So I have it already. And then I spent my time turning myself into a velociraptor because it's the closest I've got to a lizard folk. So
Oh boy.
so there's that.
The lizard folk is going to, or cult fanatic is going to stand up, and then he's going to move forward to right here. That's the extent of his movement.
You know what I definitely should have done as my bonus action instead of stabbing? Healing word.
Uh,
Damn.
he'll have the spiritual weapon attack Ina again.
Rude behavior.
Miss. And he will. He'll cast Sacred Flame at you. If you
I
could
mean,
give
I'm
me
honestly glad he's not looking at Barnacle.
a DC 12 Dex check.
Oh boy, I'm not great at this. Yikes.
You take 1d8 radiant damage. You take 1 radiant damage.
Fire on Ina does not work. It's slightly fire related, but she's like, absolutely not.
As it's just trying to it pools this kind of sickly radiant energy off of its kind of serpent staff and sends it at you, only for you to just not flinch at all as it just glances off your shoulder. And this is after having just blocked the spiritual scythe behind you.
It's just the force of nature. That's just how it is.
Zolbit does not have that, but he does have this. He's going to cast Healing Spirit on Barnacle. So you have and due to how I have ruled this in the past, upon him casting it on you, you do heal for 1d6.
Nice.
And you'll heal again at the start of your turn. Nice, 5.
Ooh, yeah, real nice.
Due to the nature of this specific spell, it heals a total of, 4, because they've nerfed it. It only heals 1 plus spellcasting modifier.
It used to be 2d6, wasn't it?
No, I think it was still
just lasted
1d6,
longer.
but it lasted a minute. You could,
And
it doesn't have
unlimited uses in that minute.
Yeah, it still lasts a minute here, but you have limited uses of it. So he gonna mark off that spell slot, and you can use this a total of, I believe it was 4 times. I have to double check. Yes. Yeah. 1 plus ability modifier, so 3. So heals once, so he can heal 3 more times. And that is his go. It's the turn to the lizard folk, who will attack Yeah, so we got this like spectral turtle standing over Barnacle. This spiritual fire stabbing at him with a knife, and then Phoenix, this badass warrior with a spear who's killed several of his friends. Um, and he's gonna stab at Phoenix.
Spirit
Wait.
Javelin
Javelin
again.
hits max damage.
Mm.
And he will then try to stab him with the spiked shield and miss. So he managed to get past the defenses with the javelin, but as he then tries to stab with his spiked shield, Phoenix blocks it with his own spiked shield. And that brings us to Barnacle. At the start of your turn, you heal another d6. As I pull up the heal again.
Yeah, so I'm reading through this decanter of Endless Huata, and I don't see anywhere where it mentions there's charges or anything like that. It just says you can use an action. So I'm on the ground. I got dropped while I was holding it, so I'm going to grab it and aim it at this lizard folk fanatic.
All right. That is another failure.
Nice. And so he is not knocked back or anything. He's just knocked prone. Oh, well, I can do one or the other. Which one do I want to do? So here's this again. The object is either knocked... Oh, no, it's an object. Creature... And fall prone, so there's no choice.
Yeah.
So, yep, so it's prone. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up, though.
Yeah.
I will no longer be prone.
From the ground, you just like uppercut him with the jet of water, knocking him prone as you stand up. Lizard Folk Fanatic is not looking good at all.
That takes half my movement. I don't have
Oh, I'll
the
take that
ability
off
to
for
take
you.
the prone off. And yeah, that's so I'm going to sort of look back at Zolbit. Appreciate the help, Zolbit. It's not my voice, but I just died, so.
Mm.
The system
Anytime.
rebooting.
Bushy Brow is going to move to the side of the Serpent Folk Captain and attack him with flanking. And thanks to Barnacle and Phoenix, get a +4.
Yeah, Phoenix will tell him, hey, go over there and attack.
Manages a hit, rolling damage.
Go. I'm so
Yeah.
proud.
Nice.
Nice. And that's his turn. All this stuff going on, and brings us back to the top of the round with Phoenix. Top of round 14.
Does he have... Yeah, he doesn't have anything that gives him any special for initiative. And his initiative is only +2, and he has been rolling. Oh, no. That's right, you don't re-roll initiative.
I have not been re-rolling initiative now.
Like, wow, he's been rolling in the 20s all night. That's amazing. Okay, anyway. Okay, so he's going to... Yeah, let's go for the captain.
Alrighty.
Shift. Nope. Control. Never used fancy grounds before. There it is. Okay. Spear. One hand. There we go. spear damage. After slashing into him, he's trying to reacting from the bush. He's getting sliced by the rapier that's on the floor.
Yeah.
Smack, bonk him on the head. Trying to show he can bonk people too.
The captain is still standing, and, well, frankly, he finds Phoenix to be more of an annoyance than Bushy Brow, and will release all his attacks against him,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Ay, ay, ay.
clawing him twice. Well, the first one is a miss, blocked by his shield. Second one is also a miss, parried by his spear, as he then tries to push them both out of the way for a bite, succeeding on that time. Dealing
Being so good at biting people.
dealing a bit more damage, but Phoenix is still standing as the end of the captain's turn.
Barnacle tastes a lot better than Phoenix does.
Merritt is running up. Or sorry, the lizard is running up.
Zolbit takes him out with a sacred flame.
Yeah.
Okay. Boo-doo-doo.
And he's gonna try to make a big show of trying to attack Phoenix, and then he's gonna try to trip and hit the captain instead.
Oh my goodness. Performance check. For real, for real.
You get like a +6 though.
I don't actually have the bone scimitar in my. Okay, I know that I'm pretty sure I have it in my inventory because I know I grabbed it. I don't even have it in my inventory.
So a scimitar is finesse. So if your dex is higher than your strength, you can use that, and it does 1d6. So
Here, I will, because I don't. You should have this. I will real quick throw that into your inventory,
I appreciate it.
and that should then give you the action. It did not for some reason. See if I can just do this. No. Well, add a weapon. Oh, it did it when I was trying to not do it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
took a
was
second
in
to update.
combat mode, and then I switched it to standard. I don't know why
Apologies.
it wasn't showing up in combat, but
Well, you have it now, so
I
feel
have
free
it
to
now.
dash.
I should maybe not target myself when I do this. It was the bonus for flanking.
With on the Serpent Folk Captain, you have a +6. There's 4 people.
No, no,
Oof.
I want this to work. And I use my inspiration.
Feel free.
Bruh, it's a hit.
Oh.
It's a hit.
yeah, nice.
That one is what I needed.
Very nice.
Oh my god. Oh, it's not enough.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah, so Merritt, or this lizard folk, is running up and makes a show about trying to hit Phoenix, and then just trips. It's the captain. Look, man, the captain's turn came and went, and you didn't say that he said anything. So,
Nope. Give me a performance check.
man, I am not proficient in performance, but you know what? This is fine.
I shouldn't have said that.
No!
Oh.
Yeah, even with his deception, it still wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he is like making a big show of it, and he just like he went a little bit overboard, and like he tripped, and like he like, my ankle, you know. He has too much of a flair for dramatics, to be super convincing.
Forgot to speak in Draconic.
No.
I think I'm the one person in the party that does not know Draconic.
Oh, okay.
Infernal, which is, I mean, close enough. I hope I'm at least making it interesting for you, Nick. You have all these combat like things, and then I'm just like, so anyway, I want to like put on a little performance.
That's definitely playing it true to your character. All right, Clay here. What is he gonna do? Looking here in, he sees all the dead bodies. He sees, the dead Trog chief. Looking over, he sees the Serpent Folk captain who's looking really rough. He sees the Lizard Folk cult fanatic who's also looking really rough. And then the one other Lizard Folk.
Also looking really
mound
rough.
of bodies everywhere else.
I know, then just all these bodies. And then just like you all look worn, but you don't look like all of you as just a collective do not look anywhere near as bad as the people that you've been fighting, or as what you've done to the people you're fighting.
Insane.
Yeah, for sure.
This is how have we managed this? This is ridiculous.
Zolbit and
Clay is
Chat.
gonna.
No, coward.
Clay is gonna turn around and move.
Homer Simpson. Go back
Bruh,
into
he's
the bush.
running away.
That brings us to Ina.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have any. So, first things first, I'm gonna try to have the wildfire spirit stab the lizard folk again. Because believe in him.
All right.
Oof. Was not enough.
Well, he would have a
Big
bonus. I
sad.
don't know if it's enough, though.
I don't. Do I? I'm on the
Actually,
opposite.
for the lizard folk, flanking has not been online yet.
Okay, gotcha.
And I didn't roll very good, so it probably didn't matter. I'm going to take this opportunity attack in case Barnacle wants to get out of there.
Okay. We'll roll for the lizard folks attack real quick. That is a hit.
Yikes. Probably down forward. No. The baby.
Minimum damage. He still is still around
Wow.
with 1 hit point.
Oh boy. Well, because you dared to hit my son, I'm gonna try to smack you in the head.
You wanted him to hit your son.
Yeah, well, the fight is almost over, so I don't need to utilize the summoning anymore. So I would be upset now. You know, the mind is
I mean,
fickle
someone
as the
uses a lot more
wind.
damage.
Yeah, no, it's fine. My rolls
Why
have
did you
just been
roll with a
garbage
scorching
all
ray?
night. Oh,
Is that your same as
that's
your
the wrong
attack?
one. It is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Um, I believe. Yeah.
Stabs
Um,
the little
yeah.
spear as it goes away, and then as you come up with your staff, he bolt brings up, and he's like, noticeable impact, but he manages to block it. There's like a little crack in his shield now.
Just sweating, like, okay.
The cult fanatic is going to stand up.
Boy.
He's looking real rough. But what happened to the wildfire spirit
Yeah,
moved in space?
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He's gonna move his spiritual weapon forward, and odds or evens?
Don't make me make the choice of whether Phoenix goes down or I get hit. I'll choose evens.
You are being attacked by it.
Awesome. Great. I would feel bad if Phoenix went down, to be honest.
Yeah, dealing some damage to you. And for his action, well, he finally has someone in melee range. And he has all these first level spells still. He's going to reach out to Barnacle and attempt to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And missed. So you kind of like watch as he like seems to like wreath his hand in this kind of like sickly green energy from the head of the his snake staff kind of like out of its mouth around his hand, and he kind of like goes forward to try and touch you to like grab you by the head and inflict damage, and you just kind of bring your decanter up and just have a little spurt just go right between you. He's like, and he like flinches back.
I know what that
and the spell dissipates. Yep. That brings us to Zolbit, who is going to cast Chill Touch on. He'll do it on the captain. That is a hit.
Come on. Yay.
And yeah, manages to succeed. This spectral kind of hand going out and crushing the hearts of the Serpent Folk captain. The bodies pile ever higher. But that is his turn, bringing us to the lizard folk here. Sven, choose a number between 1 and 3.
2.
All right,
That's
Phoenix is
the
being
only
attacked.
number between 1 and 3, actually.
Well,
the only
including 1 and 3 is what I meant.
No,
but
you said between.
I guess I know what I said, but this is what I meant. So instead, he's just going to stab at Phoenix. That is a hit. And Phoenix goes down.
Can he use... Is it too late to use... I just realized he has shield. Is it too late to use
he does.
He hasn't used any of his spell slots.
I will say, yeah, you can use it if... Yeah, that would put his AC up to...
so use up a spell slot.
23. So he would...
this.
So that would not hit.
And... Bam.
So he's at 4. So that's at 21. Make sure I take off the unconscious and prone. And I will roll his... As I now roll the lizard folk's second attack on him. as the spectral magical
I should have noticed
shield
that
blocks.
earlier.
Nope, it's totally all right. It's not a character you normally play. And that actually blocks his second attack as well. Both would have hit had you not used shield.
Nice.
Wow.
This spectral magical energy blocking the attacks of the serpent folk. And that brings us to Barnacle. At the start of your turn, you heal once more from the healing spirit. Another d6.
All right, and I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. It's been working, so I'm gonna try it one more time. This guy's looking pretty rough. Hopefully, this will try to blast it into his face.
He rolled a nat 1 that time.
Pretty sure it knocks him off his feet. He slams back onto the ground. It's just lightning going through the water as it hits him as well. Alright, and then so I'm going to shift around. Got the water ready. Switching it over, looking at the lizard folk. So now we can flank at least.
Yes. And dashing, dashing forward to attack, moving. Doesn't need to be healed, so doesn't necessarily trigger the spirit, but it's gonna rush forward with a +6 to attack on this lizard folk.
Go, baby,
Come
go.
on, you got it. Oh,
No.
He got a 12. Unfortunate.
already used my inspiration. Oh well.
Yeah, unfortunately. But that brings us to the top of round 15 with Phoenix.
Alright, so before I forget, so now that he's really hurt, he's using his boost. No, his. Come on.
Second wind.
Wait. Oh,
Oh, it
was
helps
an
if I look at the
accident.
right
Sorry.
character sheet. Second win. There it is. Okay. Click. Boo. But that's alright. Better than nothing. And then he's gonna kill this thing. Control. It did not work. Click. Control. It goes. Spear to the face hole.
Hit. Nice. And yeah, spear to the face hole as the final lizard folk falls.
Busy watching Barnacle as this bush walks up and tries to hit him. And then
I don't
Bam.
know.
what are you saying?
Oh no, guys! There still seems to be another lizard folk.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
uses his the butt of his spear to smack. But he was fully visible when he did his
Oh yeah,
spell,
I
so
was fully
Yeah,
visible.
Phoenix
yeah.
saw it. I don't know if Barnacle saw it because he would think he was unconscious, but
Now, with that, is anyone going to pursue Clay?
I want to, but I don't think we should.
With that, I'm going to bring us out of combat as you hear Clay's, the sound of someone on the staircase going down as Clay descends the stairs rapidly.
Barnacle's gonna motion for Ina. Hey, you should go touch that spirit. Get a little bit of turtle love.
How many slots are left? Because One. I'll wave Phoenix forward instead. Because I still got all of my hit dice.
Alright, so Phoenix will step in.
All right. I'm going to unlock the tokens now, and I'm going to heal that one last d6 to you. Boop. Thank you, Phoenix.
And
As
but
this now
Ina
goes
does
away.
get a boost of healing from the chat.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I'm not used to being a frontliner. I'm usually like hiding behind people, but it's fun. It's stressful, but it's fun.
Nice.
When you play K3, like, you are going to the front lines, you're just not staying.
Yes, I can
Mm.
leave as my bonus action, so I do.
All right, so I will pick up my weapons.
All right.
Expect
Yep.
a minute because I
Come over here to a
like
particularly large clod of dirt. Sit down. Take out a little wineskin or some rations. Munch a little bit. Catch my breath. Phoenix is gonna sort of shut the door as best he can, and then start looting the bodies.
All right. I will say all who want to loot the bodies. I'll say give me a quick investigation check. I'll just send it to all you.
Phoenix will ask
Oh,
him,
wow.
"Can any of you do that magic thing and fix this spear?"
Do not have mending.
Alright, I'll make sure he's...
my sorts of magics are far beyond a simple mending spell.
Let me check this over.
Alright, so he only has the one spear, so he had already taken it out. Good for him.
He already didn't expect to get it back.
I don't know what
No.
Phoenix and Knight and Ina are doing, but they're not searching the body very well.
No. She's more worried about, like, maybe trying to check out the area for more traps and make sure no one steps on them, and or trying to secure the area so we can take a short rest. Doesn't care about the bodies, really.
Trying to get a knife back from the spirit and doesn't want to give it back.
Come
on, give it to me. Give it.
If we are going to try to take a rest, which I fully condone, we should definitely do that. Maybe we don't do it in this room. Since the door's already been like broken through and there's a bunch of bodies here. And it seems like maybe some place that like people would go. Maybe we should find like the side rooms or like the lesser treasure room where they put all like the bronze and stuff because it seems like they don't really go in there or something.
We all hide in a pit trap,
Yeah, we could.
then close it
could
again.
use-
Nobody will find us.
Probably wouldn't be very comfortable, especially for Ina.
Alright, so what did we find in the bodies?
All right. I threw it all into the party sheet.
Oh.
I found a few things. Yeah, some are just extra weapons, like you find 4 bone javelins. There are 8 scimitars, 3 spiked shields. There's the thing spear that the troglodyte chief had, along with his chainmail and his kind of feathered helmet. The serpent folk captain had some fine kind of monk robes on him, as well as a little like emblem thing, which is what the unidentified item is. It's a little insignia thing he kind of had on his robes that looked like it was like glowing slightly because it looks like a serpent's head and with like two little like green gems and where the eyes are, and the gems were kind of glowing when he was fighting.
Nice.
There's the kind of serpent staff thing that the cult fanatic had, and I think that's all the items. Some of these could look like they could use some closer look at, but also some of these are just more generic. You may or may not want them.
The stained spear, does it look magical? Phoenix gonna take a look at it and try to mess with it and see if he can figure out if it's magical or not. With his ability to bond with weapons and things, I don't know if that helps him or not.
Yeah. Give me. I believe he is proficient in Arcana.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but
Yes.
give me an Arcana check for him. That's animal handling, but okay.
What? It was. That's weird. Let me try it again.
Oof.
Okay. Well, it would have been a 19.
It would have been a 19. We'll go with the first roll plus the bonus. Spending some time with it, he's able to figure out this is something that's called a blood spear. It's a magical spear that really the only bonus that it really gives you is if you are to reduce a target to 0 hit points with a melee attack with the spear, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points. Does not require attunement or anything. But it is a nice, little extra bonus for using the spear.
All right, and then is
Plus
he?
it's magic.
I'm not going to do it now, but I mean, would he be able to bond with this?
He would over, I believe it's a long rest that happens, but yes, he could bond with it as a part of his weapon bond.
Cool. So I'll try to remember to remind him to look at that, see if it's something he wants to do.
Right.
His regular spear is just a normal spear, right?
Yeah, he just has a regular spear, and then he's bonded with it, so he can teleport it back to him.
Cool. Let me look.
Yeah. Does anyone want to take a look at the helmet, the little insignia, or the staff?
I very much would.
Yeah, I'll take whatever one you don't want.
I think Merritt would be most interested in the insignia because he's also proficient in history and he's like, yeah, let me show off my magic skills.
Okay.
Right, and Barnacle will look at the staff then.
Okay. Give me a Arcana checks for those who are for what you're looking at.
No, he's the wrong dice. Boo.
Years of academy training wasted.
I'm just not good at Arcana, but I can. Yeah.
This
I'll
is just
hand
to see
it
if
to
you
Phoenix and see.
Figure it out in a short bit.
See if Phoenix can do better. There we go. Phoenix has a better idea of the staff.
First off, Merritt, from what you could figure out from your quick look at it, the insignia gives some benefit to the wearer in combat, but you just don't know what it is. It just has to be worn. But other than that, you can't figure out exactly what it does in your short look at it. You spend a little more time with it. Phoenix, looking over the staff, is able to figure it out that the staff is a staff of the Python.
Oh, cool.
And it's like, oh yeah, the wood type and the serpent head gives it away.
Yeah.
Staff of the Python.
So both of those could go to Ina,
Mhm.
being the druid.
Yep.
Mhm.
I will say for the rest of these, it will you'll need to spend a little bit more time to figure out exactly what they are.
Okay.
Like over a short rest or something. Are you doing a short rest here, or are you going to get moved elsewhere? I know you were discussing this kind of earlier before I passed out the items.
Yeah, we'll go back. That's fine. He makes
Hey,
a valid
before we
point.
do, should we like shove all the bodies into the pit trap and close it again?
Mhm.
Yeah, we may as well. That makes sense that way. I mean, everybody will see the drag marks and all the blood everywhere, but I have water, so I can blast
Yeah,
some
you
of
can
it.
clean it. We move all the bodies and then Barnacle fucking pressure washes.
Mhm.
All right. Well, as you move all the bodies, I'm gonna have you guys give me some athletics checks real quick, just to
Oh
see how.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 today.
Uh, Phoenix and Ina do all the work. I was going to say most,
Yep.
but no, they do all the work
All the work.
between the two of them, and they make pretty quick work of it. And then Barnacle, you're able to use your power washer to get rid of most of the blood stains, at least all the obvious. Like, if anything, you look a little bit. It's still kind of faded, but it's in there. But you're able to get rid of most of the very obvious blood stains to where it doesn't look quite as bad.
Merritt walks around with the like the cleaning orb and like passes it to everybody to get the blood off their clothes. The cleansing
Nice.
stone.
Phoenix is chucking bodies from 15 feet away into the pit.
Yeah. 3 points.
Yeah, he's over there like trying to like challenge Ina to like, okay, who can throw it further though?
And
Come
Ina
on,
is
take another
literally
step
over
back.
here and like absolutely not having it. Very slowly moving the bodies. Like
Yeah. But no, you guys are able to make work of that. You're able to clean up some of the blood stains. If you want to move to whatever room you want to take a rest in.
Yeah, I'll vote for this one.
Mhm.
If you zoom out, I think that's the one that had. Looks like it only has one door. I don't remember what was in it, but
They had like some undead troglodytes that you managed to kill. The one above it was like a laboratory type deal, but had a secret door. But yeah, no, that one just has a nice kind of heavy door that you and one entrance.
yeah. So we do we want to go into the one that has a secret door that might be more used, or do we want to go into one that's probably not as used but doesn't have a secret door?
I will say, I saw the shape of those ingredients in there, and I don't think that room with the secret door has been used all that much.
Okay.
He
Then
says, because
room with the
he
secret
made a
door it is.
really gross potion.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll go in there.
Token should be unlocked if you guys just want to move it over there.
Phoenix.
which one was it?
All right.
Right here. Here, let me help you a
Oh,
little
thank
bit.
you.
Yeah. It looked like you were having trouble there for a second.
I just didn't want to leave the wildfire spirit behind on accident. So
Understandable. Um,
All right. Do you want to just take a short rest now and level up now, or level up next week? Next time we play.
Hmm.
uh,
I think we
well,
might
if you
have to do a
guys,
long rest
well,
for the level up, but
um,
I do think that maybe we should do it like now.
well,
Yeah,
speaking
we can at
of,
least
you
start
do
now.
level up from that
We do?
catastrophe.
Down
You do
there.
actually do level up. Uh, it's like
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
yeah, and if you guys are okay with sticking around for a little bit longer, we can do that now over the short rest. Normally, I wait till long rests, but I will want to do it sooner this time around.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my
But
question
we
is,
can do this over the top at the start of next session if we want to, or we can do it now.
well, I'm gonna at least start thinking about it. My question is, do I get the extra hit dice as well right now or no?
I would
Like,
say
yeah, I
yes.
rolled
You do
it.
get your for the short rest while rolling hit dice. You do get access to your fit or your fourth level. Fourth level?
Fourth
Yes.
Yeah,
dice.
fourth level hit
Yes,
dice.
yes, you're right. I might only need to use two anyway, but I was just asking.
Yeah. So Phoenix will take that dip into monk like he was talking
Rude
about.
behavior. That's rude behavior.
Oh no, I think he meant make a good bard. You can just go ahead and do that. I mean, I'm sure Trekker will be fine with.
He has a wisdom of 11. He could be a cleric. Really enamored with barnacles, so he starts worshiping his god. Or Zolbit starts
Well,
worshiping
Phoenix is his own god.
Sylvanas.
We'll handle Phoenix later.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. We're
Too late.
No.
No, just
too late. You
Um,
passed the character to his fan. I mean,
nope. uh, I'll just real quick throw out while we're doing this the two other items as you take a short rest and are able to spend more time with it. You have
Thank
a
you.
serpent insignia, which
Okay.
while wearing this item and in combat, your fists are your fists blah blah blah. Gah. It empowers your natural fists or natural weapons while in combat. Uh, while wearing the insignia, you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls you make with an unarmed strikes and natural weapons. They are considered to be magical. This would primarily be an item for like a monk such as Zeed if
Yeah.
Zeed comes back, but if someone else wants to hold on to it until then, feel free.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the helmet is the Helm of the Serpent King.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
This feathered helm with a serpentine design channels old and twisting serpentine magic to your bidding. If you take poison damage while wearing this helmet, not headdress, that damage is reduced by your Constitution modifier. While wearing the helm, ordinary snakes and snakes with a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower are indifferent toward you and will not attack you unless you threaten or harm them. In addition, you can use an action to cast Animal Messenger spell from it, but can only target snakes with it. Curse. This helm is cursed, and becoming attuned to it, I don't think I forgot to write attuned in it, but becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you until you are targeted by a remove curse spell. Remove the helm. While cursed, your speech is slightly changed. You hiss slightly when pronouncing S sounds.
Nice.
Ah, yes. I can tell that with this sight we will make history.
Nice.
As all the curses. It's not a hidden curse or anything. You were able to figure that out. Let me real quick fix it so that it actually shows that it's attuned.
Yeah, I was pretty sure Phoenix would be interested in that, but I don't know, maybe he doesn't want the hissing. We'll see. I'll leave it in the thing for now. And the monk robes, are those magicated?
They are not. They are just very fine monk robes.
Yeah, 15 gold, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you do hit dice? I forget. Hit points?
Uh,
Max? Is that what you said?
nope. We
Yeah,
roll, but you re-roll once.
Okay, so this is for Barnacle. Nice.
Oh, nice.
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 I really don't want to roll that today, if I'm being completely honest.
If you would
Probably
like,
actually start leveling up my character, but I've been looking at the party sheet.
I just been.
you also get to choose a feat.
Ooh, true. Unless you're multi-classing, but
Unless
I'm
you're
not.
multi-classing, but I don't think anyone is.
Or an ASI.
Or an ASI.
I don't have any odd things though, so.
Re-roll that.
And my favorite feat is resilient because it gives you a bonus to your ability score and save, but I don't have any odds. I need an odd.
Well, if you take it, you'll have an odd.
That I will. Let me see what my notes.
Yeah, and then with your
I
next
do.
ASI.
So this is
It's fine.
I think the wildfires. Oh, wait,
It
no,
was
that's
me.
for you. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was like, I saw the wildfire spirit. It's like, I think the wildfire spirit doesn't
no, it doesn't
have
get
to
any
roll.
hit points. Yeah.
that's my notes. It helps a lot.
Alert. Yep. Speaking of which, I'm just going to real quick.
It's only 12 feats to choose from.
I should have looked at it like you. There's so much.
I normally, on my characters, normally have like 3. 2 or 3. This one
You're
has
like-
12.
Hi. I'm taking a shower.
5 plus 5 times your druid level. Okay, so it gets 5 hit points. Mix of 25, though it goes away with the short rest, which I need to actually push.
I'm over here looking at the table and I'm like, wait a second. Guys, my spell slots go from 2 spell slots to 3 spell slots at level 11.
Yep.
11! It's fine.
They
I'm just gonna become a prissy little bitch and ask for us to take a short rest whenever possible.
I don't know, they increase in level, not quantity.
Yeah. I'm just used to playing normal casters, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can use a second level spell slot to cast this, and then, oh, I've got a first level spell slot. Let me cast Identify. I don't want to wait 10 minutes for the ritual. And it's fine. I'm over here like, okay, well, I cast my Mage Armor. And okay, well, that goes away. And I guess I'm gonna spade the spell slot so I can cast Shatter whenever I see Clay next. And then he made a save. Oh.
Oh, looks like Ina gets another cantrip and another second level spell slot.
I get another cantrip.
You get another cantrip, and then you'll get a second level, which
Okay,
I will
awesome.
add to you.
Thank you.
Oop.
I'm just looking, and there's like a feat that I don't know if you have the book for it, but
If I don't have it, I can just write it in. Provided it's just from, so long as it's from an like officially licensed D&D book, I'm generally fine with it.
Mhm.
Just have to sometimes I have to code it in because I don't have all the books on here.
Mhm.
Samantha, do you need any help with your level up, or are you good?
I don't even know. I'm just here like, okay, well, like, I don't even know. It's
All right,
fine.
so
I learned one more spell, one more cantrip,
Mhm.
and
Um,
that's it.
feel free to say you don't want to answer, but would this come into play if I took this? Do you know? I mean, would you be willing to say that we're going to be spending a lot of time in dungeons, or are we going to be mostly outside? Or so just yes or no, would this come into play?
I will say I am someone who likes traps. So yes, it would come into play.
Okay. Because there was one time when I spent a lot of time and money and learned Aquan because we played this campaign and 99% of it was on a ship. And he never, we got up to
That's
level
rough.
16 and we never spoke Aquan. Everybody I went to never spoke it.
Oof.
And I still whine about that to this day. Like, nobody speaks Aquan. Anyway. Um,
No, it happens. Yes,
anyway.
but no.
Sorry
Yes, that
about
would come into play.
Savage
I am someone
attacker.
who likes to have traps. You may even encounter stuff that is, traps that aren't even in a dungeon, but is a trap elsewhere in the world.
Right.
Right. We
Yeah,
don't
because
have
it
a road
doesn't
for it.
specifically say where the trap has to be. So
Yeah.
any trap. So that's good.
That,
And
secret
resistance to
doors.
damage dealt by traps. So
Yeah,
that includes magical traps too, correct? So if it's a glyph
that
of
does.
warding or something.
Yep. No, that would definitely
I just
take
have to
effect.
brag a little bit.
I think I'm gonna go for an ability score increase, to be honest.
All right. What you
Yes, I can be incredibly
Yeah.
powerful.
Charisma and Dex. I put it in my. Oh, I have to click commit. Save. Blink. Oh, it accidentally added more hit points. Let me just change that.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's cheating. That's
It's
definitely
down
why she
to
said something about it.
yeah.
Y'all, my charisma's a -2
Alright.
now. I'm
Well,
so
congrats.
happy. Maybe she'll start saying a few more words.
Yep. Okay. While you do level up, you don't like recover anything you would not recover over a short rest. You don't recover. So spent, spells are
It
still
doesn't.
spent.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it
Yeah.
Not
didn't.
for me. I get my
Oh
spell
yeah.
plus back.
Yeah. Merit's a different case. Which it looks like you learn another cantrip and another spell, Merit.
Now you may
I
want
have
to
to be like,
remind
cantrip.
Joker. He's not as versed in D&D as some of us are. Of
Mhm.
Shield Master. He does carry a shield, and I rule it because he has a spiked shield that if he does this, it also does the damage, or he can do an attack as well. But because he's using his bonus action,
Mhm.
but he does have the polearm master, so wouldn't be able to then smack him in the face. So I don't know what he wants to do.
Yeah. I'll message him about it and talk to him about it. Yeah. Merit, are you considering an ASI or a feat?
I'm probably gonna go for the actor feat. So I can
yeah.
pretend that I speak Draconic.
Fair enough. I mean, if there was ever a character that the actor feat fit, I think Merit fits
And
it to a T.
you have advantage on charisma deception and charisma performance checks when trying to pass yourself off as a different person.
Well, by then,
And I do that for fun.
dog shampoo anyway. So.
Yeah. All right.
I,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, oh, well, I think I might just like look through the ones that are, like charisma based, and then I'm like, I don't think I can like not get this. Because
Yeah.
I really was considering an ASI, and then I'm like, oh no, let me just take a look real quick.
So to answer your question, I'm almost more than likely getting a feat. I have such a long feat list. I'm just double checking and looking through some of these to see which ones are interesting.
It's a list that has many features.
He doesn't really lay in that, so. But
If he
Understandable.
does this way.
Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna change my mind about this. I think I should just go and get it.
Why can't I make the source? Oh, I can. I just have to scroll.
I did update the wildfire spirit for you, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
okay, observant is nice.
Really, the only thing that changed is that it now has it has 25 hit points instead of 20.
Have you looked into actor?
That is the
Merit?
feat that Merit's taken.
I
good,
just put it on my character.
Nice.
Yeah, and also it raised my charisma from a 17 to an 18. So now I'm even better at lying, guys.
Nice.
Now I think maybe next time I gotta like do something that like maybe like makes me proficient with, I don't know, persuasion or perception or performance. Or...
That's this one. Here it is. Just like that. Boom.
Yeah.
I don't think
In
I
any
can
combination
like,
of 3
not
skills.
take the actor feat though. I think I
Yeah.
have to take that one first.
Right.
I'll look at skilled at 8th level.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Spot, look outside. Spot. Outside? Look outside.
All right. Let's see. Well, I'm glad that fog worked because I don't know how that fight would have gone had Clay been in there as well as everybody else from the other room.
Yeah.
Would have been real
It also
bad.
delayed the Frog Chief by several turns because he got lost in the fog.
Yeah.
that was so funny.
I rolled a 1 the first time, and then I rolled a 2 and a 3 the following times of him trying to navigate the fog. So it was just yeah, no, he's just lost.
What does the inspiring leader do again?
I believe that's the one that allows you to give all your allies temporary hit points equal to charisma plus something.
Oh, my charisma isn't high enough to do that. Alright, never mind. I'll take it off my laundry list.
Nick, how do I merge my 2 cantrip things together?
Just
Just gonna do that where I drag it into the druid
Awesome.
cantrips and then remove. Oh yeah, that works.
I did. Sorry.
Yep.
Could have said something. And I get one more. Wait. I
You
don't.
have
I
another
can have one
second
more
level
prepared.
spell,
Yeah,
and I
I have one more
think you can
prepared.
prepare one more because I think it's tied to your level.
Mm-hmm.
Choose one of the following damage types.
Let me double check that.
Or resistance.
Um,
One as a 2.
Yeah, wisdom modifier plus druid level, so you can prepare another spell.
okay.
Alright.
Hmm. I get Revivify next level, which is cool.
Yeah, you have to have the components to be able to use it though, so
Yeah, but
it's not
like,
impossible. But
if
like,
we just get the components once, then
Cleric.
isn't it consumed?
Yes,
Bard.
you do have to have the
Cleric.
diamonds, and it's consumed upon spell or
hmm I mean, it brings someone back to life, so
yeah.
Yeah,
Generally
so
considered
worth it.
worth it.
Ooh, I get a new cantrip. Nice. 4-3. I know Nikki already went over that, but I had family aggro and it wasn't able to
Mhm.
hear what you said.
In relation to
The spells. I get a new cantrip.
yeah, spells. You can, as so long as it's like in an official book, you can take spells from anything. Um, if I don't have it written down for whatever reason, I will, write it in and throw it in. I think I have most of them due to coding, if not wordage, thanks to what was it, 5e spell effects or whatever it's called.
Right.
5e spell effects coding.
Yeah, so most of them
Right.
should be there for coding wise. They just might not have the description. But if you say look it up on D&D Beyond or something, um, I can just easily add in.
Shatter thunder damage.
Merritt,
Resist
how
thunder
are your
damage.
spells coming
Alright.
along?
I haven't started looking at spells.
All right.
I
I
think the
think you
next
get
one
you
might
get a
start
cantrip, and
looking.
I think you get a spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many dice is that? That is 3. Thunder wave. I
I will
think I might
be
go
right
elemental
back.
adapt. It's not the strongest as far as min maxing, but it really fits my character.
What is it?
Elemental adept. It gives basically. I would pick thunder because it's the only spells I have. I have 2 spells that do thunder damage. And if I roll 1, I can count it as a 2. And if anything is resistant to thunder damage, which almost nothing is, I would ignore the resistance.
that seems like a really good thing for you to take.
Yeah, but not. I mean, it would be really good for you
Thunder.
guys, for you fire people, because there are a lot of things that are resistant to fire, but very few things are resistant to thunder.
Mm-hmm. Maybe level 8.
Yeah, for min maxing, that would absolutely be the right thing to do. But I don't know if I want to do that or not. All right, let me pick my spells. I should have a bunch of spells anyway. As a cleric, I do. Okay, good. Just click one more. All right.
I do not know how to min max good. I'm like, oh, that fits whatever I'm doing with this character, or I guess I want to get better at that thing, and then I just take it. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I'm over here. I'm like clicking through all of my spells, and so I was looking, and there's like a really overpowered cantrip
which one?
for druids. It's called primal. What is it? Primal something or other. But it's like shillelagh on drugs. But I don't use a stick. I have to use claws or teeth. But
There
it's
you go.
like
You use your serpent thing,
I
and there you go. Combine it with that serpent medallion.
Primal savagery.
yes.
You channel
And like
primal magic to cause your teeth or fingernails to sharpen, ready to deliver a corrosive attack. Make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet. The target takes 1d10 acid damage. After you make the
Yeah,
attack, your
and
teeth or fingernails
that
return to
pairs
normal.
perfectly with that serpent thing that we got.
It would.
yeah. Yeah.
So then it would do not just that, but also the thing. Where is
You
it?
would get +1 to attack and +1 damage with it because you're wearing that serpent medallion, and you can bite people finally.
We all know that you've been waiting to do that for forever, and people
Right.
just keep telling you that it's unhygienic and gross, but you don't have to listen to them.
I'm back.
Just bite people.
That's right. And it'll freak out
I
Barnacle
will
every time you
say,
do it because he's
That's a weird thing
has
for
due
Nick
to
to come
the
back
PTSD of
to.
getting bit.
um, speaking of the serpent insignia, if you were, say, a druid who turned into an animal, you can just say, "Hey, I'm still wearing the insignia," and not have it like merge, have it just be on your fur or whatever.
Nice.
And it would apply to your natural attacks as an animal. So essentially, make all your wild shape attacks +1 and magical. If you were to ever wild shape,
Just
it's just a possibility.
uh
Honestly, it could be just one of those things that you're just, the one time it eventually takes effect, like 10 levels down the line. It's like it's like this thing is only affected by magical attacks. Well, joke's on you. I have a magical bite as a bear.
Yeah. Eventually she will get that, but I don't think that's till like level 8.
Yeah,
Well, also,
or
is
yeah,
it
something
like
like that.
specific to like her wildfire thing in the do? Does that change any of that stuff?
I don't know. I
So
know
I
it changes.
I have a question for you, Mr. DM.
Yes.
Toll of the Dead